Welcome back to Straight Out of Marvel. It shows Kevin27 back with another fire episode. And today we have a Marvel news show. Yes, this ain't off day because I do got to work tomorrow. So I'm here kicking it with y'all. So I uploaded a few times this week. Quick update on the pod, and yeah, I uploaded a few times. I did a throwback. The remembrance of Chadwick Boseman episode I did a few years ago. Man, I've come a long way from 3 years ago. I just gotta say that. But I still just wanted to throw that out there, man, because that was a good one. This week we're gonna have a lot of content coming up. I know everything's in flux because we're waiting for Marvel Zombies, but we got a lot of content coming. I can't say what per se, but just be on the lookout because we got this episode, and then I got a script that I'm working on. So we got some verses coming up, a lot of good stuff coming up before we get to Marvel Zombies in September 24th. So please be on the lookout, okay? So let's start this news show, man. I'm recording this the day after Jack Kirby's birthday. We never really give a shout out to Jack Kirby like we do Stan Lee on this podcast, and it was just his birthday. August 28th, and that is what they did for the Fantastic Four, remembrance of him as well, calling it Earth 828, which the new Fantastic Four movie was in. So that is cool, and so let's give a happy birthday to shout out to Jack Kirby, right? Let's watch this. Marvel put out something on it. So one of his quotes is, "If you look at my characters, you will find me. No matter what kind of character you create or assume, a little of yourself must remain there." And he died in 1994. So yeah. I mean, that's honestly, that's I feel like that's the main reason why he just doesn't get the reverence because he died in 94. I was 3. So once Marvel started taking off with like the movies, like he was, I don't want to say it like that, but he was long gone, you know. Now, I just wanted to start there because we got some little tea. We got Chris Columbus. He was fired from 2005's Fantastic Four for having too much of an opinion. He says, "I basically said some of this conceptual art should feel more like Jack Kirby, the creator of the Fantastic Four, and should feel more like the Silver Surfer or the Silver Age of Marvel, excuse me." And he says, "I left that meeting, and on the way back from my house, I got a call from the head of 20th Century Fox saying I was fired." Yo, I mean, that's kind of crazy, but sometimes, man, like you just gotta know when to shut the hell up. That's all that was. Sometimes you gotta know when to shut the hell up, and that wasn't your moment to speak. I guess he thought it was, but no, it wasn't. So you got canned. Like I don't even know what he does. And that's a via Fade to Black Pod. I don't even know what this guy does, but it's kind of crazy. But it is what it is. I could see that happening though. Everyone hates the Fantastic Four for whatever reason. I still like the original too, and I still think it's kind of crazy. My girl said she liked Silver Surfer better than the new one that came out. Like she said, it's crazy because she said the new one is like she likes. She says it looks better, but the second one just the Silver Surfer just better to her. But anyways, so y'all already know, man. The new Avengers just came out, aka the Thunderbolts, and we got to look at the suits. I thought this was kind of funny because all pretty bland. This gives X-Men. Like, you know what I mean? Days of Future Past looking ass. But like those early X-Men, like all black, it kind of looks like that. But I mean, I guess for this type of team, right? And their skill set, I mean, what else do you expect, right? Like, I just, what else do you expect, right, from this type of team? Like, I couldn't see anything else. I like Yelena just cause she Yelena. I don't know what's up with your man's uh, Alexi. He look a damn mess. Like I don't know what's up with Alexi, but Bucky, this is on brand. I mean, it's on, that's why I said it's on brand for all of them. It's just dark. It's no color. Like everyone was just super excited for Deadpool and Wolverine, the bright red, the bright yellow, and then we get here with Thunderbolts, and it's just so bland. Along with, Captain America, his suit, it's okay, but it's not popping like that. Not popping like that. But we had to throw that out there, man. We had to throw that out there. You know what I mean? Had to. All right, so let's keep it moving, and we're gonna keep it in Marvel for as long as we can. It wasn't that many Marvel topics, but here's a good one here. Um, and this is not a topic, but a rumor, or not like a news report, but a rumor. So it says rumor: Marvel Studios reportedly plans to adapt the Avengers, X-Men, and Eternals event Judgment Day in a future MCU project. So I was like, I don't know. You guys know I'm not Mr. Comic Book. So I'm like, maybe we can have AI explain what Judgment Day in the comics is. Let's see. Oh, I forget. I could do it on here. Can you explain Judgment Day in the Marvel comics? Oh shit. Can you explain Judgment Day in the Marvel comics? Okay. Explain Judgment. What the hell? Okay, let's do it on the phone then. Explain Judgment Day from the Marvel comics.
Marvel Comics 2022 crossover event, AXE Judgment Day, is a major storyline that brings together the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Eternals in a conflict that threatens the entire planet. The Judgment Day of the title refers to a cosmic trial for humanity, orchestrated by a resurrected celestial. Here's a breakdown of the key elements of the event. The premise: a war of ideals. The event begins with a
Okay, this
long-running
actually makes
conflict
sense.
between the Eternals and the mutants of Krakoa. The Eternals are a species created by the Celestials to protect Earth from the Deviants, their mutated counterparts. A long-held eternal belief is that mutants are excess deviants that pose a threat to the planet's stability. This ideological clash comes to a head when Druig, the newly appointed Prime Eternal, launches a full-scale assault on the mutant nation of Krakoa. The Avengers, caught in the middle, try to de-escalate the situation. The rise of the progenitor. To
Oh,
while Doctor
snaps.
Doom is judged on his unshakable belief in his own superiority, which ultimately allows him to pass. The event is celebrated for
Hey,
its
this all
philosophical
makes
depth
sense and
as it
lines
forces
up.
the characters and the reader to reflect on what it means to be worthy. It also showcases how different characters, even villains, can be judged as worthy if they are true to their convictions. The resolution and aftermath. As the clock ticks down, the heroes, now working together, launch a final desperate assault against the progenitor. While their attack is not successful in destroying the Celestial, it forces a moment of introspection for the progenitor itself. The key to saving Earth is a shared act of selflessness and empathy, ultimately led by the resurrection of Captain America. This collective effort demonstrates that humanity is capable of positive change and is worthy of a second chance. The progenitor spares the planet, and the event concludes with significant changes to the status quo for the Eternals and the lingering political and social fallout for the X-Men. The event also sets the stage for future storylines, particularly for the X-Men, as it gave Orchis, a human supremacist organization, a chance to gain public trust by positioning themselves as heroes during the crisis.
Okay, so yeah, that was a mouthful. Sorry if that was a little long winded for you guys, but only why I kept it playing because honestly, it just how the end of the Eternals, wound up. That is exactly that storyline with everyone being judged, and they can do something like that real quick, and especially if it's something like 24 hours. They could flip it on his head, make it like a week or whatever, just to keep it for a longer movie or something. But I could definitely see that happening and being a real rumor and something to really bring the Eternals back. I think the Marvel has had this problem where they had to get humbled for whatever reason. But I look at it like this: if the Eternals made 400 something million on its first movie, maybe the second movie it could have made 600 million. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was smart to just throw it away. Same with Shang-Chi. Like, we should have already had a follow up to Shang-Chi by now. So, I think it would be wise for Marvel to come back and bring the Eternals in with the Avengers and the X-Men. I think that would be incredible. You know, um, that is actually pretty cool. And I look at this part, how they could bring Spider-Man into it. You already know I'm gonna just be fixated on Spider-Man, but when it says Spider-Man is judged on his own feeling of failure for not being able to save Uncle Ben and Gwen Stacy, we could be headed to that moment right there. You never know. We could get Gwen Stacy in this new Spider-Man coming up. We already have the foundation laid out for that. What happened with the Eternals. That's already laid out. So all of these stuff is in play. So I could see this happening. I hope it happens, and I'm all in for that. This sounds like a slam dunk movie, honestly. Get the Avengers, the X-Men, throw Spider-Man in there with the Eternals. W film. Like Marvel, come on, man. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Not doing enough cool team ups. You've already and that's what I feel like. This is where they're messing up. You've already introduced us to the Eternals, right? So, okay, now pair them with the Avengers or X Men or something like that. So, this honestly would just make so much sense. It just makes too much sense, actually. Um, so keeping it on Marvel. So we got news that Jackie Chan has revealed that him and his stunt team worked on Spider-Man Brand New Day. He says, I went to London and visited the set. My Jackie Chan stunt team was busy filming Spider-Man, and I was the action director for the Jackie Chan stunt team. So, I mean, that's just cool just to know that Jackie Chan is involved in the movie because it's Jackie Chan, one of the legends. So, I mean, that's always cool. So, so we got the actually, let's keep it on Spider-Man real quick before we go there. So, Punisher is reportedly set to have the biggest role in Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is according to Daniel RPK. You guys know he's supposed to be a reputable source. We'll see when the movie comes out. I wouldn't be mad at it. I like the Punisher. Again, you guys are underestimating how much he could turn up as a PG-13 killer. Like he can definitely turn up. They can do camera angles, all that crazy stuff. Like I feel like that scene that they put in Daredevil Born Again, they could put that same scene in a movie and it'll still be rated PG-13. Because if you go back and look at it, yeah, he was shooting people in the face, but they weren't really showing it. Like it was like, oh, he's shooting through the walls. Like it was stuff. It was cool stuff, you know. But I was just so hyped. It's like cool. Um. So Tom Holland is. I don't know what that was. Tom Holland is reportedly taking a short break from filming Spider-Man Brand New Day. His stunt double His stunt double will continue filming action scenes with Scorpion and other villains. So yeah, he probably did a lot of filming, a lot of work. Yeah, take a quick break, let the stunt double, come in, do what he got to do, and then then you come back refreshed. You know, I mean, the man is engaged to Zendaya, like, and Zendaya not my like, that's not my cup of tea. But as far as status, come on, bro, Zendaya is like one of them ones. So it's like, yeah, high pressure, high pressure. So staying with some Daniel RPK news or reports, he has also said that Haley Atwell has reportedly begun filming for Avengers Doomsday. And honestly, I was like, oh my god. Y'all know, man, I'm just tired of seeing her as Peggy Carter. And holy, I wasn't even looking at the milkers. But no, on some real stuff, her I really liked Captain Carter that first episode from What If. For whatever reason, man, it just turned sour because they had her in every series, like every season of What If. Then they had her in Doctor Strange. And then when she just got split in half by her own shield by Wanda, it just took away all her aura, all her glow. So, yeah, I just, but hey, man, we're not going to act like she ain't a baddie, though. Like, holy, holy. We ain't finna act like she ain't a baddie, though. But, I mean, yeah, so as long as she's not gonna be who you think she is, which is Captain Carter. If it is what they saying, what he's saying, and that's what Daniel RPK saying that Chris Evans and Haley Atwell has reportedly begin filming Avengers Doomsday together. Okay, that's cool, and it also gives some credence to Doctor Doom. So I did see a theory, and this is before we get on this theory, but I did see a theory about Chris Evans messing up the timeline or creating an incursion or whatever because he went back on his promise and went back to live with Peggy. Now, Loki brought this up when he was, going to court for the TVA, and they said it was allowed. Now, we know that Kang was the one pulling the strings at the end of time, which is he who remains. But now that he's gone, maybe Buck, or not Bucky, but Steve being there can now cause some type of chaos, and now that's where Doom wants to pull up. So that's a cool theory. So another theory we got for Avengers Doomsday is Doctor Doom's plan in Avengers Doomsday is to end the multiverse and create a single perfect universe without cosmic chaos. Avengers Doomsday will focus on presenting Doctor Doom's history and motivations. So this makes sense. You guys obviously know I told you about the whole battle world situation, the whole scenario with all of that stuff and how that can come to fruition. It's looking like they're going to go down that road. We've had, I mean, if you really think about it, right, we've had two phases now that's been filled with multiverse madness. And I'm not even talking about Doctor Strange. But think about it. Like phase four, all pretty much all multiverse. Phase five, it's all like, and then you start off phase six. I mean, it's multiverse because you go to a whole nother universe and you kick it off with Fantastic Four, and somehow that's still gonna translate into them being into Avengers Doomsday. Right? Like they've also said that the Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday is going to be from that universe. So we're going to have like three phases that's just about the multiverse. So, which is not bad because even though I don't count it like that, but the souls or the seeds were being sold. But I mean, people said like, okay, well, the Infinity Saga was three phases, so this could be three phases too, the multiverse saga. But I don't think it's gonna end. I think phase. Do you guys think phase six will end with Secret Wars, or is that gonna be pushed into phase seven? So who knows? But I think it'd be smart to just end it in phase six, and then phase seven is when Doom somehow wins and get a timeline reset, and that's how we get a whole reboot and everything makes sense and blah 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 blah. And then who knows? At the end, maybe in phase eight or nine, you could bring everybody back and just make a big clash. And who knows? You know, if it doesn't hit like that, you know, with the recasting Iron Man and all these people. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, and I think that's just it's inevitable, like Thanos. Like I think that's just the logical thing that's going to happen. So, and I can't. I mean I can't wait. I want to see how this wraps up, but I am interested in a reboot. By the end of it all, Tom Holland would have had two trilogies under his belt, countless Avengers films. You know, so I'm pretty sure he'll be ready to move on. I mean, Thor, I'm pretty sure Chris Hemsworth is going to end it on 5 films, solo films, plus everything that he's done. So I mean, yeah, it's I mean it's incredible what they've done with Marvel, and a reboot is in the cards. It's on the horizon for sure. So I'm trying to keep it MCU. I'm still gonna go Marvel after this. So someone says, which versions of the Guardians of the Galaxy team is your favorite? And I thought this was interesting because it really is like a lot of different versions of the team, right? Like I never really thought about it, but yeah, it's definitely a lot of different versions of the team. So let's just go over a few of them. Actually, let's go over all of them. So you got the original, which I mean, how could this not be your favorite? But then again, you go to part two, and honestly, this is how it gets tough because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume Two is probably my favorite of the trilogy because they're a team, but they're like a bickering team, and they have to figure out how to come back together. And not only do they come back together, but Yondu, like he really accepted that he's like the Quill's dad. He's like, like not ego, but really his dad and all of that stuff. And then the whole stuff with Gamora and her sister Nebula, and then we don't even know this is Star Lord's sister, but him meeting Mantis, and then we got Baby Groot. It's just Baby Groot. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 might be my favorite. But then we get them in Infinity War. Now, kind of split up, so it's a little different. Excuse me. A little different. And on top of that, we do get an older teenage group, little pissy, but I still like teenage group. And remember, he had to break his arm to give off Stormbreaker. So then we get Thor, Love and Thunder Guardians of the Galaxy, the Asgardians of the Galaxy, if you will. This, not so much because we didn't really get that much of it, for one, and then for two, like, I don't know. Thor just didn't fit with him for whatever reason. To me, like, he didn't really fit well. Maybe because we didn't get to see a full movie with him, but didn't really fit well to me. And then we get Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And we remember we get two different versions. So we get the version of when they're in the suits from Nascorp? Nascorp? I don't remember. But y'all know what I'm talking about. And then we get the one at the end after they all split apart. The one at the end is hard to determine. I mean, you get a really huge Groot, so that's a plus. This is like Groot in his prime. That's good. And then you get Mans, who's the new Yondu. But actually, I picked that one over this one because, I mean, the Gamora here is just like, she's not even a part of the team. Quill, he didn't even have his boots, I don't think, or his helmet. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, then they all broke apart at the end. Yeah, so I don't know. But I just thought that was something different. Something different we talk about. So what say you? What's your favorite Guardians of the Galaxy team? Let me know in the comment section at Kevin27World, Instagram, Twitter, aka X, YouTube, and hey, Spotify. Apparently they got DMs now, so DM me or comment on Spotify. Okay? Let me know. I'm going with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 as 1, and then 2 is the original, and then 3 I'm going with Infinity War. The rest of them y'all can have. So we've been having a lot of crossovers when it comes to Marvel Comics, and they're all about someone destroying the Marvel Universe. The last one was the Predator destroys the Marvel Universe. This one is Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe, or is it Godzilla versus Doctor Strange? Wait, let's see. Yes, Godzilla versus Doctor Strange. Godzilla destroys the Marvel Universe. Pretty cool cover. I like the cover. Let's see. Oh, but it says didn't last. What does this mean? It say by the Book of Ashanti, somehow Godzilla's even more powerful than when we faced him before. Oh wait, he got killed? Damn. Okay. Well, go check that out, man. I'm pretty sure it's some comic book stuff. So, I believe that's the end of the MCU stuff. I guess we could talk about some box office real quick. So, if we look, I don't think Fantastic Four box office. I don't know why the microphone isn't working. I don't think the Fantastic Four has even hit 500 mil yet, which is insane But I mean, it is what it is, dog. Like, let's see. Yeah, right now it's at 493 million. So yeah, still not, still not in the $500 million range. Hopefully, at least it'll hit 500 mil, and you can say, okay, well, at least they hit 500 mil. You know what I mean? Like, at least. But yeah, pretty surprising. So it says 2025 is the first time since 2011 a comic book movie hasn't reached 700 million globally. And remember, 2011, what came out that year? I think Captain America, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, Captain America: The First Avenger came out 2011. So yeah, you got to go all the way back to then. And remember, 2012, we got that Billy with the Avengers movie. So maybe, hopefully, that'll be the same thing that happens here. Next year we'll get the that Avengers movie. But damn, I'm surprised. If I'm being honest, I'm surprised Superman didn't get there. Like, like people talking all that shit about Marvel. Hey, okay, at least Marvel can say they've done it really big, like for real big. You know, I'm a little surprised Superman didn't get to like 700 mil. I'm a little surprised. Superman is the spider is like bigger than all of these people combined, like Fantastic Four, Captain America, like the Thunderbolts. I'm surprised. Like, if they came out with a Spider-Man movie, like let's say Spider-Man Brand New Day came out, and I get it, it's Tom Holland, he got more of a fan base or whatever. But let's say that movie came out and it did 600 mil, I'll be shocked. So, and again, Superman nowhere near as popular as Spider Man, but it's the big three. We always talk about it: Superman, Batman, Spider Man. You know, so a little shocking, especially with James Gunn behind it. But they get the W because they can say, "Well, we beat Marvel," and I guess Marvel can say, "Well, I mean, we put out three movies that got like $1 billion. I guess, right?" That's about all they can say though, because I don't know. A little shocked, a little shocked. So I don't know if we talked about this because it says August 21st. So yeah, it's a little over a week ago. But yeah, Tobey Maguire's suit that he wore in Spider-Man 2 being auctioned off on September 4th. Starting prices at 50,000. If I had okay, so if I had $1 million, I'd pay 50 bands for this. Like, that'd be like the dumb shit I would do. Like, you know how like you would do some dumb shit with like $1 million. Like, I buy that, but I put the bid on it for 50 bands. But that'd be the all I would pay for it, because like if he wore it, like I don't want to put anything on that another man wore. Like, I'm just being honest. So I said Shamik Moore reveals he is now voice recording for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. About damn time. This is ridiculous, but I mean, hopefully, man, we'll get it done soon, man. We'll get to see that movie. So, keeping it Spidey before we get to the negative, let's talk about this. Yuri Lowenthal on what interests him most about Peter Parker's journey in Spider-Man 3, and he says, in Spider-Man 2, Peter wants to take a bit of a break, but I'm wondering, can he? And if you guys don't know, we're not talking about like movies. We're talking about the video game. So we moving over to the video game verse. Before we get into other topics, before we get out of here. So at the end of Spider-Man 2, you know, Spider-Man essentially retires and let, you know, Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man, man the city. I like it, but I mean, to me, it's only a quick break, and I'm not even saying it has to be a quick break. It could be like a 3 month break. Like he's just not even doing any Spider Man stuff. But come on, he's Spider Man. Like he has to do it. What I want to happen, and that's just be me being. This is me being so sinister. It's me being sinister. I need Spider Man to die, and I'm talking about the white one. Like in the video game verse, or Miles has to die. One of them have to die because other than that, every game is just going to be a team up with Miles and you know with Miles and Peter. Now, the only thing I think would make sense is if they introduce Gwen, and then you can have a trio and make it a trio story. Now you use Gwen, her different power set, Miles his different power set, and then Peter. Now they've already introduced the multiverse with the whole leaving the robots and you get them all, and you know they open the portal and all of that. So if they introduce Gwen, W. But other than that, if they don't introduce Gwen, if they don't introduce Gwen, and they just Spider-Man 3 is Spider-Man 2 again, I'm good on all that. Like, and I'll play it again, but like I don't even, to be honest, I think before we get Spider-Man 3, we should get Miles Morales 2, and like maybe we should get a solo Spider-Man 3 game. Like I don't think we need to just keep doing that again. Like keep doing that because like bruh, Miles was, and I'm not saying it was so bad, but he was pretty much relegated as the sidekick. And it like, you know, like he needs his own story, he needs his own thing. Maybe Miles could move to like LA or something. Like, I don't know. Like, they got some big buildings down there to swing on. Like, I don't know, but something's got to give. It can't just be every game they're having a team up. So, unless they do a trio. If they do a trio, I'm all there for it. But, yo, this is, okay, real quick. I'm just seeing something that say Trump is dead. Honestly, I'm not falling for that. Because if Trump was dead, I think I would get a notification on my phone or someone would have called me. Actually, let me look at my phone. Oh, hell no. If Trump was dead, they'd be trending number one. Alright. So keeping it on the Spider-Man game, Najee Jeter, who is the voice of Miles Morales, says he doesn't like the Miles Morales Adidas suit. He says he kind of blames Adidas for it happening. Says he's pretty sure that Miles will go back to his original suit in future games. Yeah, man, this suit was terrible. Honestly, I think this suit is why the game didn't win Game of the Year. Just being honest. Like, the suit was so bad and it got so much backlash that I think, like, it just, along with the shitty haircut or the dreadlock cut or whatever, it was so bad, bro. Like it caused so much backlash, and especially because if you played the game, this they make you wear this suit in the last mission, and you can't change it. I I think you like once they did the upgrade, because for a minute you couldn't even do it. But once they did the update and you got to do upgrade or a new game plus, you could change it and wear a different suit. But man, because this suit is terrible. It's like it looks horrible. I never wear it. The Adidas, I'm not even an Adidas fan, so like the Adidas shoes just ugly. Like nothing about this is just good. So yeah, this was a total misstep, and another reason why it was a misstep because then the suit, like this whole thing went on sale along with the shoes, and it's like, oh, so y'all put an ad in the game like for the black character, like it just, you know what I mean, it just wasn't a good look, you know what I mean, like it just was not a good look, and yeah, just you know it look at this, it just looks terrible. Like it's like, why would any person put this on, like it's just bad. It's not as bad as some of the suits that you get though when you gotta pay, because they have you pay for the ultimate edition, and then the ultimate edition is just like 3 or 4 suits that you're never gonna wear. But I love Spider Man too. I just re-downloaded it, and then when I looked, it said I had like 250 hours played. Like I love that game. It's very good. But this suit, very, very bad. Very, very bad. So I believe that is all the Marvel news. I believe that's all the Marvel news. Oh, real quick, man. First look at the church used for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. We like, what, 6 months? About 6, 7 months away from there? It's going to be so fire. I can't wait. Um, the only thing about it, man, is just, it's so concerning that the Daredevil fans didn't really like go hard with streaming, and I'm not sure if that's because like Foggy died, or I don't know what that was, because even the first episode didn't turn up on Nielsen. Like it didn't turn up on no charts. So I'm a little concerned about that. Um, but if I'm being honest though, if I'm looking, so if I'm looking at the numbers, if I look at that in Ironheart, it's not close. I did way more numbers on Daredevil than I did on Ironheart. It's not even close. And not only that, way more engagement. Like I got engagement on Ironheart too, but Daredevil, I got engagement. I got a sponsorship. I got I got to do an interview with some random dude, like a director. Like I got a lot going on from Daredevil. Ironheart not as much. So while Ironheart was able to pop up on Nielsen, I feel like Daredevil still had more of an impact. And obviously that's just selfishly me saying that because, it's for my podcast. So I think that's all of the Marvel news that we got. We already talked about Spotify introducing DMs. Got to be 16 and older. Honestly, if that's the case, I want my DMs to be 18 and older. I don't want no 16-year-olds talking to me ever. So, like, I'm just being honest. Like if it's on Spotify or like Instagram, that's different. If it's a comment, but I don't want no one underage DMing me or like I don't even want anyone underage talking to me. But like a comment is different, but a DM, no, I never want anyone underage talking to me ever. So my girlfriend is very culturally, like pop culturally clueless. So when she talks to me about certain things, I'm like, okay, she's on to this. So yeah, this Snoop Dogg thing has been a big thing, big topic. So apparently, and for whatever reason, I've never seen Lightyear. Like, if I have a son, I'm gonna just wear my son out. Like I have a stepson, but I mean, come on, y'all know it's not the same. Like, if I have a son, or even if I have another daughter, like, yeah, I'm gonna be wearing them out, taking them to see all these little kid movies, but I don't have one. So I never seen like Lightyear and some of these kiddie movies. So like I don't even know that it was like two women having a baby, but apparently this happened and Snoop had a problem or an issue with it.
What
So
you
let's
see.
hear.
It's what you see. They putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's
yeah,
called
with
Lightyear.
Kiki Palmer's in that movie. So we watching it, and she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? So it's like, it fucked me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for. It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age. Like,
that part.
they're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
Shout out to Snoop. I think people gave him a lot of he's receiving a lot of backlash. It's not Snoop job. It's not Snoop Dogg's job. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. As an older person, you should always try to inform the younger society of what's going on. So, and I'm not even going to give Snoop any backlash. All I'm saying is, and I'm not a grandparent, so I don't know. But I guess in a situation, just be like, I'll explain it when we get home. And then you just say, two women, sometimes women like women and they adopt. They're not having babies. Like, they're not really having babies. And I get Snoop because it's hard for me to even say it without trying to sound insensitive. Like, I guess you have to say they're not really having a baby together. They're just raising it together, right? Like, I mean, that's just a real thing. Like, y'all are going to find sperm from a man, and then y'all are going to take that and raise the baby together. So y'all not having a baby together. Like, you could be like, oh, it's my son, but it's not your real son. It's just like your play son, or like it's your stepson, but it's your real. It's difficult. It is a difficult thing to say. So it's like, if I'm Snoop, it's just like, hey man, ask your mom and daddy. Like, honestly, like, as a grandparent, isn't that what they say? I like being a grandparent because I can do all the fun shit, and then when I'm done and the kids annoying me, here, go back to your mom and dad, right? So just, hey, go back to your mom and dad. That's it. That's it. You know, but you know how it is, bro. Like, people just can't wait to cancel you. They want to feel you say some stupid shit. And it's not even stupid. It's just, I understand Snoop. He like, I don't even want to go to the movies anymore because the kids ask too many questions. And it is because of some gay shit. I listened to Joe Budden podcast. They was trying to shoot him bail. No, it is because of some gay shit. Because people ask questions all the time in the movie theater. Like, I've seen plenty of times. Like, I've taken plenty of women to the movies. They've been super excited, especially like that height of Marvel, or like they be asking you questions. Sometimes you don't want to talk. Sometimes you don't want to explain anything in a movie. So I get Snoop and his frustration with his grandkids. I never seen it. Apparently, these are the two here, the two women and the son. Like, bro, you just say like, it's easy. Only a man and a woman can have a child, but two women could raise a child, and two men could raise a child, just like two people who can't have children, a man and a woman. Just like those two people, they can raise a child that isn't theirs. It's their child, even though it's not biologically their child, but it's their child, right? We got a bunch of like foster kids, step kids, all that. So like that's it. It's honestly just that simple. Snoop probably made it a little tougher than he had to, and he probably didn't need to say this, but it is what it is. Like it's really not that big of a deal. So John Cena's being praised for his jump in acting when it comes to Peacemaker season 1 and season 2, and this is the clip they're using. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. To me, this is just the worst clip. Like to me, it's like you forcing it. It's like he was already kind of sad when they said cut, and he closed it. He shut his eyes to make that look. Where is it? Do I gotta let me see? Yeah, to make those tears flow, and he put his hand there. Like I don't want to be pessimistic. I like Peacemaker. I'm glad I got a Thursday show to watch. But I'm gonna be honest, episode 1 was really good. Episode 2, a bit of a setback. I thought it was okay. And now it's like, this is the thing too. Now it's like DC is embarking on the multiverse thing. And it's like, bro, if y'all saying we tired of it in Marvel, why, like, now y'all not tired of it with Peacemaker? So I don't know. I'm a little tired of it. I don't really want it here, but it is what it is. But shout out to Peacemaker. Cool story here. British man struggling to sell his $500,000 mansion came up with a wild idea. He raffled it off online for $2 a ticket. He sold nearly 500,000 entries, cleared his debts, and handed the keys to a factory worker who won. So if he wanted to sell it for $500, he ended up making $1 million, and then he gave it to someone for $2. So that's a W. And he got to go viral. So no telling the amount of money he made off of YouTube or whatever type of content he made off of it. So he probably pocketed about 700-800 bands. That's smart. I love that. I love that for him. Shout out to my dog Wheezy. Lil Wayne gives cross pendant chain to disabled fan forced to wait 17 years to see him. Hey Lil Wayne, I'm not, no disrespect, like I'm not like this disabled, but I am disabled. You know what I mean? You know, I got a messed up finger. I can't make a full fist. I got a bum hip. You know, it's hard for me to walk up the stairs. And I've been your fan, like a diehard, since 2005. Like, you know, when you dropped the Fireman, my first CD, I got the Carter 2. You know what I mean? I was 13, and it came out right before I turned 14. Now, I'll never forget it, because I spent my lunch money on the Carter 2, and my mom said, "You spending all your money on this album?" And I said, "Yeah, Mom, Lil Wayne, the hardest rapper out right now." And she said, "Who is Lil Wayne?" And I said, "Mom, he the one who made I'm the fireman, fire for fireman." And my mom was like, "Oh yeah, that shit hard." And then she was like, "I'm gonna buy the album for you." Don't trip. I'm gonna buy it for you. So yeah, like, hey, salute. I like a diamond chain, or like a little something, a little ticket or something. Just come to Vegas, man, and do a concert. This time I got money. Like the times you came to Vegas before, I was poor. Now I got money, so I can see you now. And Lil Wayne a real nigga. He's still smoking a blunt. Probably smoked it with the. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Lil Wayne to go. Look at the chain. Look at this. I wish somebody would try to disrespect this chain too. Like, even if this was like, this could be like a chain from like the bottom of the drawer that Lil Wayne had. Like, who cares? Like, it's cold, bro. Like, I love it. Lil Wayne the GOAT. This is GOAT tendency. Like, this is GOAT shit right here. You'll never hear about Jay-Z doing cool stuff like this. Just saying. So Derrick Groves, y'all know I've been talking about this ever since it came out. For whatever reason, I thought this man, Derrick Groves, would have been the last one standing when it came to all of the New York or the New Orleans, whatever the hell. I think it was 12 of them that escaped. I always thought it was going to be him. I never thought it was going to be for this long. He's been on the run for over 100 days. At this point, I don't even think about it anymore because I'm like, that man, he got to be in another country by now. Like, there's no way he's still in America. If you've been on the run for this long, you had a plan. And you succeeded. Everyone, and not only that, everyone has been caught but you. So you had a plan. He never talked. Remember the last dude? Remember it was him and another dude with all the scribbles on his face. That dude was talking. He was making videos, blah, 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 blah. He got caught. Eventually. And he was gone for a long time. This dude, he never said anything. You never heard a little bo peep about him. So he got to still be out there, but in another country. He probably in Bali with freaking Russell Simmons by now. Like, at this point, I don't even see it being possible that, he could be caught. I just don't see it. Real quick, if you got it, for that expensive so we can get offensive. I don't even see that he's going to be caught. If he gets caught, at this point, you just stupid. Because if you get caught, well, I'm not going to say you stupid. If you get caught in America, you stupid. If you get caught anywhere else, like, if you get caught in another country, I give you that. But if you get caught in America, you're just an idiot. And he was arrested for some heinous crimes. So it's not like I'm sitting here pom-pomming and cheerleading. No, he was arrested for some serious crimes. But hey man, he's jugging the system. So Cracker Barrel is getting rid of its new logo and going back to its old one after Backlash. Now, I'm shocked because this is when you just know that America, bro, we just got first world problems. Like, okay, I've never eaten in Cracker Barrel, so it's not a big deal to me. I'm guessing it's like if McDonald's changed the color of the golden M to like orange, maybe motherfuckers will feel away or change it green. But I'm just like, you go from this to this. Yes, it's bland. You put the C to the B, so the cracker and the barrel is joined together. I get it. I get you tried to freak it. But I don't know. Like, I get why it's like, I get why people were like displeased, but because it's, I feel like people feel like this, right? People feel like our world is just going into like a state of minimalism, and it's kind of true. Like, you'll look at, right, like you'll look at like McDonald's. Like, you look at how McDonald's used to look. It's way more minimalistic than when I was a kid. It's more corporate. And that happens for whatever reason. I'm not sure why it happens, but it happens for whatever reason. Um, but it happens. So it is what it is. But for it to be like to the point where they felt like, damn, we can't even stand on business. We gotta backtrack and go back. I mean, and this is a better, like, somebody said the funniest thing was, someone said, the fact that y'all removed the cracker and the barrel is beyond me. Had me dying. But regardless, it's just like, damn. And I've never eaten at this place. I've went there for an interview. I had an interview with the most obnoxious white man I've ever met in my life. The only time I've ever wanted to like throw up, like, in person. Like, the guy was just so obnoxious, it was ridiculous. But it is what it is. But and I didn't get the job, obviously. The dude came out, and I've never seen the manager come out an hour late to an interview. That was crazy. And then I didn't get the job. That was wild. So, speaking of restaurants, a Popeyes worker broke down after seeing the amount of dishes she had to clean. Let's watch this video. This is funny.
Don't.
You fired. Fuck you think you apply for the job for?
Bro, they trying to make me. Bro, they trying to make me clean all these dishes back here by myself. Do I have to get all this done in time?
Yes, ma'am. By 12 o'clock.
By myself?
Yes, what the hell you think you apply for?
What happened if I don't?
You fired. Fuck you think you apply for the job for? Fuck you crying for? Do the fucking dishes.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I've been watching the internet too long. It's clearly a skit. Because first of all, I mean, some managers they do talk crazy, but only your manager would be telling you to do the dishes. Most of the time, your manager not gonna be like, "What the fuck you crying for? Do them fucking dishes." Like, bruh, they're not gonna talk to you like that. Now, I've seen something like this happen before. I used to work at Burger King, and there was this black chick. She was young, a little retarded. She didn't know how to count. It was weird. So, like, they had to take off the register, and they was like, "Hey, you gotta do these dishes." And like she was back there complaining. It was like about the same amount of dishes like this.
Bro, they trying to make me clean all these dishes back.
Like, it was about the same amount of dishes like that. Like, she refused to do it, and then it was like, if you're not gonna do it, you be insubordinate. Like, you gonna get fired. So I've actually seen this happen, but when I'm just looking at this video, this video just looked fake. It just looked staged. So, like, it got 12 million views, but I'm off it, bro. Like, I don't know. So, Will Smith has been accused of posting a video that features AI-generated shots of fans cheering in the crowd during his tour. And this is ridiculous. For whatever reason Will Smith is rapping again. I don't know why. I don't know who's forced him to do this. Again, it could be a thing. I say this all the time. A lot of people, man, be living paycheck to paycheck, even rich people. So, yeah, maybe Will Smith been balling out of control all of this time, and then because they said since the slap with Chris Rock, he's missed out on about $200 million. I doubt that because Will Smith hasn't had a banger movie in a long time. Like, I guess you could say The King Richard would have been his banger movie, but even that was like far in between. So I'm not sure, but still, it is what it is. So I don't know why he's like rapping like he's like I don't know, but if he's doing this, I'm sure it's not him, but it's just like, why, bro? Like, why we don't like. I feel like you should use AI for like information, but to like try to front like fake people out. Like,
Gold runs out of rain. Hold on. Don't you give up on me. No, 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 no. I know you can face it. I know you can make it. Yeah. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe.
look at this dude right here. You can see like half his face look like it's melting. Like, you can make it. Help me survive cancer. Things will. Like, oh my god, this is nasty. Like, look at it. Like, look at the hands. Like, look at this. Like, you can just see it. Like, you can see this is AI.
You gotta believe. Bryson believe Gamble. In yourself. Bryson Gamble. You can do it. Take it home. You can do it. You can make it.
Yeah, like, you can see it. Like, look at the hand. All these fingers. It looks disgusting. It's like, even this from West Philly to West, you could barely see West Swedes. I don't even know, like, it's West Swizzy. I don't know, bro. Why would Will Smith?
Yes, you can, yeah. I know you can make it. Through the dark night of the soul. I know you can make it. Whatever it is. Whatever it is.
Yeah. I'm good on the Fresh Prince era. Like, I don't need that anymore. Look at Elizabeth Olsen, Florence Pugh, and Scarlett Johansson. Hey man, this is a triple threat if I ever seen one in my life. Holy. I'm lactose intolerant, but boy, I have 3 glasses of milk this day. God damn. So French Montana is reportedly engaged to the Princess of Dubai, Sheikha Mara, and her family is reportedly has a net worth of $18 billion. So yeah, French Montana, man, he's marrying into some wealth. I love that. Like, no one ever talks about that side of like the guy marrying into wealth. It's always the woman's side, right? Like, because it's usually the guy has the wealth, and then that's what like the woman is marrying into. This situation, he's marrying her. So yeah, 18 billion. That's a lot. Now I don't know if like how much she's worth, but her family being 18 billion, and just him being able to know a Dubai princess, like, that's pretty cool. So shout out to him. So this was a big situation over the weekend. I don't know if you guys like tennis. I love tennis. Tennis is the best one-on-one sport out there. I like tennis even more than basketball. Like, basketball one-on-one is good, but I just like tennis a little more. Me personally, as far as 1-on-1, like, so it always gets chippy, or a lot of times it gets chippy. It got chippy with two athletes, and this we got Taylor Townsend, and she speaks on what happened with Jelena Ostapenko, and this is what was said. So let's talk.
Taylor, congratulations. Fiery match start to finish. We'll get to it all. Can you fill us in on the conversation you were having with Jelena out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's competition. People get upset when they lose, and you can't. Some people say bad things. She told me I have no class, I have no education, and to see what happens when we get outside the U.S. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I beat her in Canada outside the U.S. I beat her in New York outside the U.S. So let's see what else she has to say.
You were down 5-3, won 9 straight games. What changed for you?
Honestly, I just locked in. I mean, she was playing.
Just real quick, I think she had a misstep. She was probably flustered because you just don't want people talking shit. I don't know why she said, I beat her in Canada outside the U.S. and I beat her in New York outside the U.S. Some people was trying to justify it and say they played in New York and that's not the U.S. Open. I thought the U.S. Let me just Google real quick. I thought the U.S. Open was in New York. Personally. Regardless, if it's even like, yeah, it's usually in New York. I think she just had a misspoke. She was probably turned up. A lot of people were saying like, "Oh, well, you so smart, you don't even know." Like, obviously, she knows where New York is.
Really well at the beginning, and when she was playing well, I didn't say anything, and so that just shows class. I mean, sometimes people are playing too good, and you have to just take it. But I turned it up another level, and that's what I'm most proud of today.
Yeah, apparently Ostapenko is getting a lot of backlash. She should. It's never a good sight. And I don't know why she even said this. Maybe she don't know. It's never good when a white person is telling a black person they have no education. It looks bad in America. Maybe she doesn't know. I don't know where she's from. I'm here in Australia. No, I don't know where she's from, but it's just not how you should talk. So yeah, that's on her. She was stupid for saying it, and it is what it is. Shout out to Taylor Townsend. I'm a fan of her now, and I'm all about the Dubs, man. Coco Gauff has advanced, and I love tennis. Like, tennis is a good sport, men and women. I like both sides. So yeah, I love tennis, and yeah, man, she should watch how she speak. Speaking of people watching how they should speak, we got Bella Ramsey here on the critics of The Last of Us 2 going into season 3. She says, I would say you don't have to watch it. She says, if you hate it so much, the game exists. She says, you can just play the game again. You don't have to watch it. But if you do want to watch it, then I hope you enjoy it. Wrong thing to say to the viewing audience. Wrong thing to say to purchasers of the game, because you're trying to make it like, oh, well, the game doesn't mean anything. Go play that. Yeah, we've played it multiple times. That's why we want the live action version to be just as good. Like, duh. Now, only why I'm not so hard on Bella is because the fans are so hard on her. Like, I didn't even know she had like Down syndrome until people made so many jokes. And not even people. Like, no disrespect, like someone I'm close to, when I tried to put her onto it, and she was like, does she have Down syndrome? And I was like, damn, she must really got Down syndrome, because no one ever says it. or people always say it, and for you to say it and you don't even watch these type of things, like that's kind of crazy. So yeah, like maybe she just feels away, but let's just keep it real. Let's be honest. Season 2, it just doesn't measure up to what season 1 was, and I thought season 1 was a downgrade when you compare it to the game. But season 2, the way they ended it, it just wasn't done well. And that's I don't know whose fault it is. I'm not saying it's Bella's fault. I don't know. But for Neil Druckmann to be leaving to go work on his Naughty Dog projects, it's a little concerning, I'll say. So yeah, I don't like that that's what's going on. But for you to completely alienate and to disrespect the fans, nah, you don't do that. You don't go in it like that. You just pretty much say, well, season 3, I think it'd be what she should have said, and this is what she should say. Season 3 would be a little closer to the source material, and just leave it at that, because I think that's what fans want. Because, bro, The Last of Us isn't a show, or The Last of Us isn't a game from the 80s or 90s or even early 2000s. It's from 2013. It's not like that old. And then you doing the video, the part 2. The part 2 came out like 2018, 2019. Like, so when you're doing a video, like, yeah, the video game, it needs to be good. Close to it. Let's see. 2020, it came out during the pandemic. Like, it needs to be good, and it needs to be within the realm. So yeah, if you come out 2025, it's only 5 years. We talking about Spider-Man 3 to Amazing Spider-Man time. You pretty much needed to just copy and paste it. They didn't do it for whatever reason. They keep trying to make Ellie a good person, and she's not. She's a fucked up person. So that's on them. So I don't know if you guys are going to go see The Long Walk, but I am. But Lionsgate is holding a screening of The Long Walk, where you need to walk on a treadmill faster than 3 miles per hour for the whole movie. If you stop, you'll be escorted out of the theater and you can't watch the rest of the film. Okay, let's look this up and let's see. Let's do a quick experiment. Let's see if we can sign up for this. Let's look at the Long Walk Challenge. See, I'm trying to find it. See, if I Google something like that, it should just come up. Okay, let's go on the rap. Because I want to do something like this for content. Okay, let's click this. Let's click this link. I just want to see. Yeah, it's like, okay, you got shit like that, or you got things like that. Okay, like, I'm trying to sign up for it. Let's go. I do it. Maybe it's not in Vegas. I don't know. I was just saying. I'm like, I'd sign up for it. That's something I do. Would you sign up for it? Would you do it? It's only, I don't want to say only 3 miles per hour, but you're only doing it for the movie. The movie, it's like you're doing it for like a week or something. Because if you're telling me, okay, can you walk for 2 hours? Yeah, I could walk for 2 hours at 3 miles per hour. Like, stop it. And I would do it. Like, I would do it and see what happens. I would do it to see what happens. So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm all here for it. But it's a good idea and it's good marketing. So, if not for nothing, it's good marketing. So, if you guys are about love like I am, YSL attorney Caleb Bumpus, which is a crazy name, and defendant Shannon Jackson, who met and fell in love during last year's YSL RICO trial, have announced that they are having a baby. Look at this. They're calling it Baby 7, arriving October 2025. This is amazing. And apparently, she was his lawyer. Hey. Love, you never know where it comes from. And if y'all have a baby, that's love. Like, sometimes you have a baby out of whatever the hell, but clearly this was out of love. Like, look at it. This is holding a sign. And this is what you want to see. This is real life right here. This is good. Y'all know what I did yesterday, man? I love my woman. My woman like painting. I bought a paint set. I told her, you get off work, you just come over here. I'm paying for you. I paid her for her gas. Nothing. You don't gotta pay for nothing. I pay for her gas, pay for the food. I want you to come over here. We're about to have a romantic date. And we did that. We painted and all of that good stuff. So I'm all about romance, man. So, like, I love seeing something like this, man. This is cool. She was his lawyer. Remember, everybody in YSL beat the case, I think, except for one person. I think one person got, like, a lot of time. Other than that, everyone beat the case, man. So, shout out to YSL, man. Even though I heard Young Thug was snitched now, but whatever. So, something I'm really pissed off about. Mortal Kombat 2 has been delayed till May 15th, 2026. So about 9 months from now. I'm very mad about this because I was super excited. Mind you, my birthday is October 25th. This was supposed to come out, my birthday's on Saturday. This is supposed to come out October 24th. I had my weekend planned. Remember, or you don't remember. So this is my weekend. So, October 23rd, I was going to see Professional Bull Riding. October 24th, I was going to see Mortal Kombat 2. And then October 25th, they just announced that they were doing Street League Skateboarding on October 25th, which is a Saturday. That was supposed to be my weekend. Instead, Mortal Kombat 2 has been delayed until May 15th. Disappointed, but honestly, it's like, okay, well, I guess I don't gotta convolute my birthday, and I'll just find something else to do that Friday. That Thursday, I got something to do. That Friday, I'll probably just go see a bullshit movie or whatever. I'm disappointed though, man. I really wanted to see what was going on I really wanted to see what was going on with my man's Johnny Cage, and I don't know. Like, I thought this would have been the best time. October, right before Halloween, costumes. Thought it would have been the best time, but it's got pushed back. I'm disappointed and I hate it. So I think this is a Warner Brothers project. So screw you, Warner Brothers. I hate you and go screw yourselves. Fuck you. Okay, so we got about 3 topics. So Netflix most watched movies ever. We got K-pop Demon Hunter at 236 million views. Never seen it, but it's going crazy. Demon Hunters is going crazy on Netflix, and it's going crazy on the Billboard charts. I think they got the number 1 and 2 spots last week on the Billboard Top 100. That is super cool. That's super cool. That's super cool. So yeah. Now, which of these movies have you seen? Which of these movies have you seen? Let's go to it. I've seen Red Notice, Carry On. So Red Notice was okay. Carry On, W. Don't Look Up, half a W. Adam Project, half a W. Bird Box, W. Back in Action, W. Leave the World Behind, W. The Gray Man, this is what Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, half a W. Damsel, W. Crazy thing is, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see when Bird Box came out. Because most of these Bird Box, wait, no. Bird Box came out 2018, so no. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 of the 10 of Netflix most watched movies of all time came in the 2020s, right? Yeah, it's not even like the only one to question is what? What's the only one to question? None of these questions. You can't question any of these. So, out of the top 10 of Netflix most watched movies of all 10, or excuse me, of all time, they've all came in the 2020s. So Netflix, you gotta shout out to Netflix. Netflix is only getting more popular and more popular as time goes on. I remember it was a time where I said Netflix was gonna die when Disney Plus came on, but I didn't take account to what Netflix could do when it comes to all the live shows and just not having movies that aren't Marvel and Star Wars. Honestly, them not having that problem is helping them. So this is my last topic. I'm waiting on my food. I'm trying to be cordial. Okay, I'm gonna tell them right now. Hopefully they don't steal my food. Because I gotta get this takeoff. So let's look at the last thing. It's the last thing. So Taco Bell says is rethinking AI drive-throughs, and this comes after many complaints of orders and viral moments, including one where man ordered 18,000 water cups. So let's go into the thread and let's look. This says how to bypass AI.
Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get started for you today?
Can I get 18,000 water cups, please?
Okay. What can I get for you?
Let's listen again.
Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get started for you today?
Can I get 18,000 water cups, please?
Okay. What can I get for you?
So I didn't know it was so bad, but apparently, so I don't go to drive-thrus that much because I cook a lot. My girl cooks a lot, so we eat drive-thru randomly, and we've never been to a drive-thru where it was AI. But apparently, Taco Bell is doing this, and this is what's going on here. Like, this is what's going on.
And what will you drink with that?
I want a large Mountain Dew.
And your drink? And what will you drink with that?
I want a large Mountain Dew.
And your drink?
Like, this is stupid. And it's like, the real stupid part is whoever you're having wait there, because you're just having them wait there until they can get replaced. And that's sad, sadistic, and really sick, honestly. It's really disgusting that they're doing shit like this. But this is what's going on in the fast food world. It's really nasty. So I don't like it, but it is what it is, and we just got to deal with it because AI is here to stay. It's here to stay, and there's nothing either one of us could do about it. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So I got two topics real quick. Y'all know I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. We got Micah Parsons. Shout out to my boy, my dog, my favorite Straight Outta Marvel listener, Dwight Coffee. Go and give him a follow. He's my favorite Packer and United States postal worker. Excuse me. United States postal worker. Shout out to Dwight Coffee, and he's a man in Christ. Shout out to him. Yeah, man, we got Micah Parsons. He just announced he's going to be number 1. So, yeah, I'm super excited. I think Green Bay should be no less than the NFC Championship. And if we are less than the NFC Championship, I'll say we had a down year. Unless if we get 12 or 13 wins and then we get upset in the playoffs, that's whatever. Okay, that's fucked up. But with Micah Parsons, I expect us to be able to be in contention with a championship. The only problem is people say we're supposed to be on the same level of Philadelphia. I don't think so, because Philadelphia, they have 2 elite receivers, plus a good defense, plus a good to great kicker, plus a good quarterback. That's another thing. Plus, like, they got the advent of saying, hey man, we got Saquon, and if Saquon don't get it done, like, we got 2 other people, and it, like, the Philly got a lot going on there. But, regardless, I'm happy we made this deal. The only way I wouldn't be happy is if Micah turns into a bum for the next 4 years. We got him on a contract for the next 4 or 5 years. It's the only way I wouldn't
Little humorous conspiracies.
So, y'all know this is a movie, TV show review podcast. So, we might have another good one with Ethan Hawke called The Lowdown. This is going to be on Hulu. I paid $30 a month for Max, Disney Plus, and Hulu. So, I be looking for shit to watch. So, I might have this to watch. And I need y'all to watch this with me so we can have a good rapport. Let's go.
Citizens arrest! Ha! Ha ha ha! That's when the trouble really got started.
This is Lee Raybon.
Lee Raybon.
He'll write for any publications that'll humor his conspiracies.
You read my paper? It's Goody and bad guys.
He's rough around the edges.
Dad, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You want to drive?
Now and again, he gets in over his head.
Pain is only temporary. Let me out! Until it ain't. That looks good. Yeah. If you're reading this, I'm probably dead. Rolling down, down, down. Behind every great fortune is a great crime.
The dead guy's family. It's part of the Oklahoma Illuminati.
Illuminati? You're naughty.
What I've uncovered is insane.
Hidden tunnels, some freaky stuff, stolen art.
You're sniffing at the wrong hole. Oh, I'm sniffing at the right hole, and it stinks.
What brought you to Senora today? Man's trying to kill me.
Stink, nigga.
This is all a game to you.
My family was threatened. It's not a game. This town
Is about to explode.
This tasty sweet. Dude, there's blood on the... Is this blood money?
Okay. I like this. I'll watch this. I like this. And I'm not just trying to, comfort myself. I like this. Okay. So September 23rd, we got The Lowdown on Hulu. I pay every month $30. Hey, so if y'all want to be on a rope with me, September 23rd, be on the lookout for The Lowdown, episode 1. I don't know what they're going to release it like, but we're going to do it. So we got that. I'm telling y'all, we got a lot coming up with, until we get to Marvel Zombies. So, and even then, I say we got a lot coming up because even after Marvel Zombies come out, we don't have anything. We don't have nothing going on until Wonder Man. And even after Wonder Man, we got a year or so until Avengers Doomsday come out. So, we're going to get creative, okay? I think that's it, y'all. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Oh my God. Y'all know, man, this is like, I'm gonna end it on the baddies, bro. Y'all know, man, I love doing this podcast. It's like, it's my favorite thing to do. I've been doing this since 2021. And podcasting in general, I've been doing it since about 2018, 2019. I was doing it before the pandemic. So I love doing this. And I love that I have people that's been listening to me since then. Like, I'm not stupid. I know there's people who've been listening to me since the 6 Cube. So, like, shout out to everyone listening since the 6 Cube, straight out of Marvel. It shows Kevin 27. Believe until you make believers. And I'll see you in the next one.